So the autoimmune thing now, you said that stress can bring that on. Is that all under control now?
I mean, stress is something you can never really say the 100% under control, but it's something where I had to take a bigger step forward in my like mental game this year over anything, controlling my thoughts and my fears of my health and kind of not letting myself get in my own head and just like be more confident in my own health and just like letting that fear get out of me and just living and being in my prep only and kind of being present. And that was kind of like a mental struggle, a battle I had to overcome because 2018 I got really sick. 2019 I was just afraid of getting sick, so I was stressed out my whole prep,
Okay.
thinking it would happen again. And then 2020 I kind of had to decide either you're gonna stop doing this shit because stressing yourself out is gonna make you sick, or you got to get over it and just prep and enjoy it because there's no sense in living in fear. And it was obviously wasn't that easy. It was a process, but the big change that I had to do was like a big mental battle over the year.
So at what point did you feel like, okay, I really realized how improved you're gonna be? Because I mean, you can look great at 4 weeks out, and then the final 4 weeks, especially if you're trying to make a weight, you know you can lose a lot of those gains. So at what point did you think, shit, I'm gonna bring a totally different package here this year?
Probably 2 weeks out ish mark or something. Because I think I knew on the back of my mind the whole time that it was just different this year. It felt different. I felt better. I was more confident. But I don't want to let myself ever believe that because I don't want to like be like, oh, you're doing so good. You can like let off the gas. I got to be like, no, you might still be behind. You got to work harder. You got to work harder. So it kind of like I don't even want to let myself believe that. But by like the 2 week out point when I was starting to get really lean, taking my progress pictures, I was like, okay, this is miles ahead of the year before.
Well, I think also maybe was strength in the gym a bit of a gauge, because if you were on, like I said, that many calories and you were feeling like crap in 2019, you know that you're going to be, I mean, I can't imagine how weak you were in the gym compared to how maybe you normally would be in the off season. So was the difference in strength a bit of a gauge for you as well?
Yeah, for sure. That was definitely one thing. And this is the first year I've trained with a training partner. And
Really?
having a training partner, like every day I trained with him. And every day we push these past failure and all this shit. And as the prep kept going and going and going, he competes himself. He's like, I don't know how the fuck you are getting leaner and dropping weight, eating less, but your strength hasn't changed since day one of prep. Your strength is literally the same. And we dropped the volume a little bit, but I kept the same weights for almost to the very end of prep. And that was, again, just like sometimes you just naturally are like, oh, I'm tired today, I'm going to drop the weight. That was just me being like, no, don't be a pussy. Just put the weight on and do it.
Yeah.
And knowing that my strength was like that, I was like, okay, like there's no way that I'm pushing more weight and I don't have more muscle.
It must have done so much for your self-confidence knowing that your body was playing ball this year, and you like you said, you had more kind of control over your mind this year. It must have been so much more of a joy than it was the year before, even though you won.
For sure, yeah. And it was kind of like a give and take back and forth. Like because I had more confidence going in, my body responded. And because my body responded, it built more confidence. And it just kind of like laddered its way up and kind of skyrocketed through.
So where the mind goes, the body follows.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.